KIMT Storm Team 3, weather coverage you can count on.
KIMT Storm Team 3 meteorologist Sarah Knox joins me now, and she was just sort of recounting what we have going forward. A mixed bag, I guess, is the way to describe it, huh?
It is, yeah, that's a great way to say it. We've got more of the sunshine on the way, some warming temperatures, and then we've got some snow, followed by some rain-snow mix. There's quite a bit of to talk about, that is for sure, but man, we are still recovering from the last blizzard we had and all the snow on the way. And unfortunately, there is more coming. But right now, we got to focus on what's happening. Well, right now, the current winds still pretty strong across the area, anywhere between 10 to 20 miles per hour. There is good news in sight, though. A lot of the stronger winds have moved out, and we're starting to see things calm down, especially to the west. So with the patchy blowing snow threat throughout the evening commute, it will dwindle as we get into the evening hours and ultimately into the overnight, switching more to that 5 to 10 mile per hour range, which isn't really strong enough to blow around a lot of snow. Well, for the rest of the commute, I have put us in the yellow simply because of the patchy blowing snow threat. By the time we get to 9 o'clock, though, things do look to have waned. As we come into tomorrow morning, though, the sunshine returns for a good portion of us. We'll be dealing with some mostly dry roads. Really love to see the green. Current temperatures right now, though, 10 degrees in Rochester, 10 in Preston, 11 in Mason City. We've got 14 in both Austin and Forest City, a little bit warmer, but still well below where we should be and where we want to be. But we got some dry air. That certainly helps, giving us the beautiful sunshine to raise our spirits, not so much our temperatures. The clouds trying to make their way in, but as I mentioned earlier on in the newscast, getting eaten up by the dry air. Now on to what I'm tracking. There's the clouds there. As we go towards the west and ultimately into the Pacific, there is a storm brewing, starting to bring a lot of moisture to our friends on the Pacific Northwest, as well as the West Coast. And as it moves inland, here's what we're looking at. I want to move off screen so everyone can soak this in. We've got two possible paths with this particular system. One is the warmer path, two is the colder path. One would bring us more of the wintry mix and heavy rain, which makes flooding a possibility, where the colder path, number two, brings us more of the heavy snow and wintry mix, which would make for some hazardous travel. So just things to keep in mind as we get closer and closer to the weekend. We'll, of course, keep you updated on the latest track. Sky Tracker 3 here is not necessarily going to pick up on that storm yet, although it is picking up on cooler temperatures as we enter into the evening hours. The clouds still staying away. We could see some clouds moving in, though, around 6 a.m. This is when we're waking up, heading to school and work. It's going to be another chilly start. We do get to enjoy more of the sunshine, but the clouds will take over at one point, and that's going to give us those warmer temperatures as we get closer and closer to the upper teens. And there they go. Then the sunshine returns as we come into Wednesday evening, and by Thursday, we actually see a chance for some snowfall. But here's the thing. I'm going to walk off screen once again so you can see it in all its glory. The snowfall will be staying to the south of us. We're not looking at much in our area. Mason City, Charles City, Forest City seeing some snowfall and barely anything for southern Minnesota. Something to keep in mind, though, is still enough to make roadways slick. And now on to the 7-day forecast, with the weekend always in view. Other than the isolated snow chances we do see on Thursday, the next big system moving in will be Saturday and into Sunday. But check out our temperatures, back to where they should be for seasonal norms. And that's what's making this particular system so complicated, because our temperatures are going to be above freezing and then back below freezing. George and Amy?
All right, thank you, Sarah.